Hello everyone, I'm Jojo and this is The Sound of Jojo. Today I'm going to be ranking the costumes from 6, from my least favourite all the way up to my favourite. All 11 of them. Yep, that's right. From what I can tell, between all the actors in 6, there are a total of 11 costumes. But correct me if I'm wrong and if I'm actually missing some. By the way, that does not count the band. There are just 11 by my counting for all the actors. And the reason for this is because of the swings. 6 is very, very intense in its costumes. All of them are rather elaborate and detailed, so giving each swing 6 of their own costumes would be a huge undertaking. So the way it works is that each swing has their own costume and they will wear that no matter who they're playing. There are some slight differences within the costume, and we'll get to that in a minute. But for the most part, the biggest thing they change is their hair. I don't know if there's any sort of official name for the swings in their costumes, so I'm just going to be referring to them as Swing 1, Swing 2, Swing 3, Swing 4, and Swing 5. Honestly, the costumes are absolutely one of my favourite things in the musical. I think Gabriella Slade did an amazing job with them. I think for my first video about 6, I was gushing for at least half the video about the costumes. I love how they're all reminiscent of particular pop stars, and we'll get to that. But I also love how much 16th century influence you can see in there. So let's get going. Number 11, Swing 4. This one, I've actually seen it in person. Madeline Fansler was playing Pa when I saw the show for the 3rd time, and this was her outfit. I don't know if there are any alternate pieces of clothing for this one. My biggest problem with this one is it seems very mismatched. It's like they took Howard's peplum space skirt and matched it with Swing 3's top. It just doesn't look good together. The pieces by themselves are fine, they just don't work well together in my opinion. And so I'm honestly not exactly sure which queen this would fit the best. Number 10, Swing 5. This is the one I have seen the least. I've combed through so many of Mega Sixes with the Australian cast, and I've only seen this one twice. Like with Swing 4, I don't know if there are any alterations with it. I've said that my first thought when I saw a picture of the costumes in 6 was major Starlight Express vibes, and I think I did intentionally over-exaggerate with that. But this one doesn't just give me Starlight Express vibes. This one almost gives me Star Trek vibes. And I'm not a Trekkie. I love the colour. We don't really see that sort of lavender, violet, silver kind of colour from any of the main costumes. And I think this one would work best for Aragon because it's got the same silhouette. Number 9, our first principal, Cleves. Now, the inspiration for Cleves, or Queenspiration, was Rihanna and Nicki Minaj. Each of the queens has her own Queenspiration between 2 pop stars. I believe it works so that one is the influence for their song and the other is the influence for their outfit. But with Cleves, I'm honestly not sure which is which. So this one has had some changes over the years, but as far as the one I saw, as far as what the Aussie company was wearing, this is, yeah, my least favourite of the principals. My main thing is I just don't like it without the jacket. The shorts are great. I love that this particular actor can wear their hair however they want, which is not the case for every role. And I do really like the jacket. You can definitely see some major Tudor influences there. But I just really don't like it without the jacket. And she's not wearing the jacket for at least half of her song and all of All You Wanna Do. Number 8, Howard. Howard's Queenspiration was Britney and Ariana Grande, and I know that Ariana is specifically her costumes inspiration, while Britney is the song. This one has grown on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of it at the beginning, but it has grown on me. The main thing I have with it is the skirt. I am just not a big fan of the peplum space skirt thing she's got going on here. I love that she's in pink. It really fits her tragic and horrifying story. And I love the ponytail. I love that she's got the necklace, which lines up with her being, you know, beheaded. And I love that it has K on it rather than H. This one is the one that has definitely grown on me the most as far as all the principal ones go. But yeah, still not my favourite. You can see a lot of Ariana in it, but I can't see a lot in the way of 16th century influences. Number 7, Aragon. Aragon's Queenspiration was Shakira and Beyonce. I'm pretty sure Beyonce was specifically the Queenspiration for the costume. I did see a photo of Beyonce in an outfit that had the exact same silhouette. Aragon's is actually interesting because it has had a complete redesign. The original version was actually very different, and if we were going by the original design, this would be a lot lower on the list. Not only do I feel like the original design had a lot less Tudor influences, but her underwear slash bikini bottom slash panties slash whatever you want to call them did not work with this pattern. That is just not a good pattern for somebody to have on that particular article of clothing. So I like that they changed it. Love, love, love the crown. I love her crown, I love the necklace. Maybe there was a lot less Tudor influences in the original version, but you can definitely see a lot in the new version. Not only the sleeves, but also the bodice. And she has kind of a peplum space skirt thing going on, but here I think it actually works. Here I actually do like it. Number 6, Berlin. I'm not a big fan of peplum space skirts, but I am a fan of space buns. I love her hair. Berlin's Queenspirations were Avril Lavigne and Lily Allen, and I think she also has a lot of Tudor influences, or rather a very specific Tudor influences, and that is her choker. Like with Howard, you could argue that the choker is a reference to her being beheaded, but more than that, it's actually a reference to Anne Boleyn's necklace. Anne Boleyn actually had a very famous bee necklace, so I love that we get a pop star version of that in her costume. Obviously she's in green because green sleeves, even though green sleeves having anything to do with Anne Boleyn has been completely debunked. Still can't quite get away from that. Like with Aragon and Cleves, you can definitely see Tudor influence is in her sleeves. The only thing with this one is I'm not the biggest fan of the skirt. Number 5, Swing 2. Yep, here we go, another peplum space skirt. But the reason this one is so much higher than the other ones is because this has an alternate version. Yes, there's the space skirt version, but the actor can sometimes wear pants. Full-on long pants like Pa. So as far as which queen this swing outfit fits best with, I'd say with the pants, Pa, and with the space skirt, probably Howard. I love how it's all black and silver. We don't really get too much of those colours in any of the principals. Not even with Seymour. Honestly, I think this one could work for any principal except Boleyn, which is interesting because the one time I saw this in action, she was playing Boleyn. It's only because Boleyn is specifically mentioned with green all the time that I don't think that any of the swings are the best fit for her. But nevertheless, love this one. The bodice and the sleeves, again, big Tudor influences. And of course I love that there's alternate versions. And when it comes to the skirt versus the pants, I definitely prefer the pants. Number 4 is Swing 3. This one might have the most alterations of any of them. You know, there are 2 separate skirts for this one, and I don't know if it's 2 separate tops or if it's just one top that has removable sleeves. But basically this one's almost 2 outfits in one. One of the skirts is a replica of Boleyn's, except it's blue, and the other one is much more similar to Seymour's skirt. And I do think that second skirt fits better with the top. And because of the 2 separate skirts, I'd say the queens this outfit best fits are Seymour or Boleyn. I do prefer the Seymour version though. Number 3, Swing 1. This is what I wanted Cleves' outfit to be, which is interesting because I know when this swing plays Cleves, they have a different top. The big alternate thing about this costume is that this actor will have a separate top when they're playing Cleves. And I know because I saw this costume in action with the actress playing Cleves. I'm not sure why they did this, because as far as I know, the other swings don't have that sort of distinction. If the other swings are playing Cleves, I don't think they take off their jacket. So I'm not sure why this swing got a completely separate top. So obviously because part of it has been tailored for Cleves in a way, it fits very well with Cleves. But when looking at the top they will wear for literally every other queen, I think it best fits with Aragon. Mostly because of the colour. A pants version of this one and not just the shorts. I do think I like the shorts better, but really I just love this top. As I said, this is what I wanted Cleves to be. Sorry if the angle changed, my battery died. So where were we? Number 2. Pa. Pa's Queenspirations were Alicia Keys and Emily Sand. I love this one. First of all, very big check on the Tudor influence. that top. Like Cleve's part doesn't have any specific hairstyle, so the actor can just go with whatever they want for that hairstyle. But obviously what makes Parv's outfit stand out the most is the pants. I think the pants really make her come across as a huge fighter. Which was absolutely true. Yes, indeed. It shows that she does stand out from the others a bit in terms of who she was. And I love that. And number 1, Seymour. Oh my god, I love this dress. And like with Parvs, I think it is very unique. Okay, so there's not too much Tudor influence in this one, the way there is with some of the others. But oh my god, this looks like royalty. This looks like the dress for a queen. And I think it fits her character very well. Seymour's inspirations were Adele and Sia, and unlike all the other queens, her song is rather slow. It's much more like a ballad than the others are. Though I think having her outfit be different, as well as in that specific way, really accentuates that. I love how the skirt and the sleeves look both black and silver at the same time. It's just all very shiny. It's just beautiful, this one. Like, yeah, with the exception of maybe Swing 4, which was at number 11. I love all of these costumes. I think they're all very cool. But beautiful is not the first word I would use to describe them. Except Seymour's. That I would describe as beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. And that's everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've seen 6, what is your favourite costume? And if you've seen it, were you lucky enough to see a swing and see their specific outfit? Stay safe, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my video next time. So long, farewell!